Welcome to the Toxic Top Rope. And this is Thank You, Biggie. Recently, out the blue, for us as fans, Biggie went on and retired from professional wrestling. And it was a big shock to me I've been a Biggie fan since FCW. Um, to to see all the things that Biggie has done in this business. We're going to go through it as I do. Remember, I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy talking about wrestling. So let's start with when, as we will say nowadays, viral. The first viral Big E moment was when he beat the lifting record in John Cena's gym. I think it was a John Cena documentary or video that was on. I don't remember what it was. And that was, for a lot of people, that was their first time seeing Big E, is when he lifted up that weight. I don't remember how much it was, and he set the record in John Cena's gym. And John Cena and Big E said later on that John Cena wanted to include it. He was very grateful. And then let's move on to the early NXT days. Okay. The first NXT champion of all time was a man that we all know by the name Seth Rollins. But guess who was number two? The second person, the man name is Big E Langston. That was the second NXT. NXT is my favorite show, but when it comes to our WWE shows, and then Smack. Well, it was until they took all the people off. Now it's SmackDown until they fix NXT. But Big E was the second ever NXT champion. Let that sink in. And he spent some time on NXT building his name and all these things. And then he popped up on WWE TV. Who he pop up with? Dolph Ziggler, aka Nick Nemeth. He was the bodyguard for AJ Lee and Dolph Ziggler. And he did that for a while. And it led to where it led to eventually leading him to what we know him as, and that was the big man in the New Day. The New Day came on the scene as preachers, supposed to come on as three individuals together moving in brotherhood, but they made them preachers. It was laughable. None of us understood what this was until later on, them able to evolve the characters to be the goofball and the unicorns. And to me, the unicorn meaning meant that they were different. It was a commodity. They brought back trios wrestling to WWE. They were a group of individuals who came together with brotherhood and showed that they can be three men who support each other, who don't have to turn on each other. But wait, we're going to get to that. So Big E, on his own, Intercontinental Champion 2 times. And then, leading to later on. So on his own, he was the WWE Intercontinental. He did that 2 times. Then when he joined or formed the New Day with Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, they together became the 8-time tag team champions. Oh my goodness. Couldn't believe it, to have some of the greatest tag team rivals we'll ever see. From Claudio Castagnoli and Sheamus, with the Usos, and coming to the rap battle that we didn't never think we would see on WWE. We had a rap battle when the New Day faced off against the Usos. Let's not get all X-rated like your boy Xavier Woods. Big E changed everything. One of my favorite Big E promos is when they were talking to the Usos. And I was like, without us, There will be no tag teams taken seriously. They brought the tag team scene back to WrestleMania. They told the Usos at one point, catering is all y'all. So we changed the game. And they did as a trio to Big E doing everything until recently when he took a move pure accident from a guy, Ridge Holland, dropped him on his neck, broke his neck, and stopped the momentum of Big E. But before that, something happened that I personally never thought was going to happen. Big E won. Big E won the Money in the Bank in the year of 2021. And I'm thinking, okay, they doing this. He ain't about to win. Then all of a sudden he came out on Bobby Lashley from black champion to black champion and won the WWE championship. Oh my God. The shock in me, the to think about in the New Day, there's two world champions, Kofi Kingston, 11 years in WrestleMania, to Big E become the WWE champion. Some I thought that it would never happen. One of the greatest things I ever seen. Now back to his injury. He had an injury and he could have went off until the sunset and it could have been it. But no, while he was gone, he found the love of his life and got married. Congratulations. And then he became, I think, a agent for NXT where he stood. And then we had the big anniversary or whatever it was with Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. To me, promo of the year when when Big E came out to Xavier and Kofi and said, "Hey, I'm gonna be back for you guys." They're like, "Where were you the whole time?" And they officially kicked Big E out of the New Day, effectively turning it into heels. And then after that, Big E, the New Day went on to be a subpar heel group, but to the fans, but to me, they always elite and number one. And as he settled into his new life as, a fiance, and I don't know if he's married yet. I don't follow their lives that close, but getting his new relationship and being an agent for NXT to finally retiring, I would like to take this time to say thank you, Big E, for as a light-skinned black man to be proud that a man that I thought deserved that world title years ago to finally get his chance to be world champion. Thank you, Big E. And something I used to say, I used to get on all my friends' nerves because I'm a huge Big E guy. Big E Langston, welcome to the end. And I wish you all, you might not, I know you ain't going to see this, but I wish you all the best at everything that you do. Thank you, Big E. And that's that top rope coming at your throat.